I'm one of the lucky ones at this time of coronavirus crisis in Italy. I still have a job, and my job allows me to occasionally leave the house. Like last week when I went to shoot in Rome during the most surreal Holy Week of my entire life. My first stop was St. Peter's Square, and along the way I saw police roadblocks, empty buses, the odd delivery man on a bicycle, and people aimlessly walking their dogs in the streets. The eerie feeling of being in St. Peter's Square at this time of the year with no one around is hard to describe. Normally there are tens of thousands of people who come to St. Peter's Square and to Rome at this time of the year, and it makes me wonder what it's going to be like this Christmas. And what's going to happen to the Pope's foreign trips abroad? Will the 83-year-old Pope Francis no longer travel abroad, and will we have to wait for the next Pope to see foreign travel again? So after St. Peter's Square, I move on to the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, Piazza del Popolo, Piazza Navona, the Circus Maximus. I'm able to appreciate these landmarks and the beauty of them like I've never been able to before. I'm torn between that feeling of the uniqueness of the moment and how heartbreaking it is to be experiencing it. All I see is empty piazzas, empty streets, and that deafening silence that I can almost hear myself breathe. Isn't Rome the city of the crazy traffic and the noisy cafes on every street corner? Well, that's certainly gone now due to the coronavirus outbreak. And at the Trevi Fountain, I'm able to hear something that I've never heard before. The sound of the water from the fountain. That's normally covered by the millions of tourists who are snapping their photographs as they're throwing in their coins into the Trevi fountains and making their wishes. And then at the Colosseum, I also experienced another first, which is I hear the birds chirping. I mean, this is a monument that is visited by 6 million people every year. And I think about what these landmarks mean. They are the result of the intellect and the genius of man, and they were built so that everybody in the world could enjoy them. But the reality of this time of the coronavirus brings it home and makes me understand just how serious the situation is, and makes me hope for this to come to an end soon, so that the throngs of admiring crowds may be able to come back and admire all this again.